gave Job twice as much as he had before. He was rich. So when you read first book of Job, it was Most High allowed Satan to get into the minds of the Sabians, the Chaldeans, and kill his servants and steal all his wealth, livestock and so forth, all his wealth. And he allowed him to go down there and have a tornado come through and kill his children in the house. Then came there unto him all his brethren and all his sisters and all they that had been of his acquaintance before, and did eat bread with him in his house, and they bemourned him and comforted him over all the evil, listen, all the evil that the Most High had brought upon him. Understand this. And who was Job? Go to Job 1 and 1. Look, see who Job was. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright. Once again, it's Job. That man was perfect and upright, and one that feared the Most High. He was afraid of the Most High, and eschewed evil, hated evil. Verse 3, his substance also was 7,000 sheep, rich, and 3,000 camels, and 500 yoke of oxen, and 500 she-asses, and a very great household, so that this man was the greatest of all the men of the East. See? Now, going back to Job 42, it says, all his friends and his family, and they bemourned him and comforted him over all the evil that the Most High had brought upon him. Every man also gave him a piece of money, and every one an earring of gold. So you see, men wore gold earrings. See? We wore earrings. But look, so you understand the Most High. Job 1 and 6. Now there was a day when the sons of the Most High came to present themselves before the Most High, and Satan, the demon Satan, the spiritual demon Satan, came also among them, among the sons of the Most High. So he's the son of the Most High on the left-hand side. And the Most High said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Most High and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it, like y'all make that sign on y'all chest and on going up and down like a cross. Listen, and the Most High said unto Satan, hast thou, not Satan said unto the Most High, but the Most High said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man? So we know that Job is perfect and upright. For all you holy rollers out there, think the Most High can't deal with you. This can't happen to you. All that we going through right now can't happen to any of us. Ain't nobody exempt from this. He would have said, hast thou considered my servant Job? That's what the Most High said. Have you considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feared the Most High and eschewed evil? What the Most High say? They say, you ever consider getting Job? He the one that's bringing it to the table. Not Satan bringing it to the Most High. The Most High bringing it to Satan. He can bring Satan to any of us. Nobody is exempt from the Most High. Left-hand side. Then Satan answered the Most High and said, does Job fear thou for not? Job for you for nothing? Has not thou made an hedge about him and about his house and about all that he have on every side? Hast thou blessed? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. But put forth thine hand. What hand? Put forth your left hand, Most High. Allow me to go deal with him from the left side. But put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. See? The Most High said unto Satan, behold, all that, this is an order that he's given him. Because Satan worked for the Most High. For all you that think he's out here doing whatever he want to do. Look, he said, and the Most High said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself, upon Satan, upon Job, put not forth thine hand. Can't put your hand on him as of yet. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Most High. And he came back again and said, hey, Most High allowed him to touch his body, but you couldn't kill him. He put boils on his head, on his head down to his toe, all on his body. Boils all over his body. But he couldn't kill him. Now, as we look at the last verse of Job 42 and 11, it said, then came there unto him all his brethren and all his sisters and all they that had been of his acquaintance before, and did eat bread with him in his house, and they bemourned him and comforted him over all the evil that the Most High, not saying, but the Most High had brought upon him. Every man also gave him a piece of money, and every one an earring of gold. That's why you got to know the Most High. That's why a lot of you don't know. That's why you look at Isaiah 45 and 7. I can't bring it out enough, because whenever the book is closed, you forget. Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. Who do this? I, the Most High, do all these things. So where you going to run? Where you going to run from the Most High? He's everything. So you going to stop the Most High from doing what he planned on doing to you. You know the mind of the Most High, huh? Oh, shoot, I got to get that. Yeah, you know the mind of the Most High. You can direct his paths, huh? I don't think so. Better think again. This is all we're equated for in our day and time. 1 Corinthians 2 and 16. For who have known the mind of the Most High, that he may instruct him? Most High, you're not going to do this to me? Are you serious? In your wildest dream, you think, I mean, it's amazing how people, they speak like they have the mind of the Most High to instruct him that he can't touch them. You got to come off of that. I'm telling you. The Most High sit up there and meditate. What do you think he did with Job? I mean, I just want to give you these examples. Job was a perfect, hear what I said? Perfect and upright man. And he still sent Satan on him. You better hear the word of the Most High. You better understand this, people. And overstand this point. Some of you don't fear him. You're not afraid of the Most High. That's why he's going to tear your butt up. Isaiah 55 and 8. Isaiah 55 and 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, said the Most High. So however you act, ain't the way the Most High act. However you think, ain't the way the Most High think. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. See? That's why we don't know the mind of the Most High. We have the mind of a Mashiach. That's why we're going back to 1 Corinthians 2, 16. But who have known the mind of the Most High? He said his ways and his thoughts are not our ways and thoughts. That's the heavens. We're talking about the fourth dimension. Those heavens, you know how far that is away from here? Man can't even calculate the distance. You see? That's why he said, as heavens are so far above the earth, so are his ways above our ways. For who have known the mind of the Most High, that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of a Mashiach, because we're Mashiachim. Because that's right in 1 Corinthians 3:23. And ye are Mashiachim. And Mashiach is the Most High, see? 1 Corinthians 3 and 11. For other foundation, that's the foundation, is what everything is built upon. For other foundation can no man lay than that is laid, which is a Mashiach Yahushua. That's our foundation we got to build on. Because that's why we're Mashiachim. And Mashiach is the Most High. That's why it said in St. John 14:6, and he answered and said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father but by me. Look at Proverbs 31:6. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy hearts. He says that give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish. So all you out there say you can't drink, he said give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish. A lot of you gonna be ready. And that strong, you gonna need some strong drink to deal with what we done went over tonight. And wine unto those that be of heavy hearts. Let him drink and forget his poverty and remember his misery no more. See? It's coming, y'all. Better be ready. Better be ready. Jeremiah 16:7, neither shall men tear themselves for them in mourning, to comfort them for the dead. Neither shall men give them the cup of consolation to drink for their father or for their mother. So I say give wine to console them. Neither they ain't gonna be breaking bread for them. They ain't gonna be going to the repast. It's like we go to now. That's gonna be exempt, not happening. Verse 8, thou shalt not also go into the house of feasting, to sit with them to eat and to drink. There it is, the repast right there. Is what they call a repast. When somebody died, they go to the house to eat. Say, thou shalt not also go into the house of feasting. Ain't nothing new under the sun. You just call it a repast now. To sit with them to eat and to drink. But thus said the Most High, power of hosts, power of armies, the power of Israel. Behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes, and in your days the voice of mirth, gladness, and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom, and the voice of the bride. Yeah. No more singing and having a good time and partying and so forth. No more marrying. That's the bridegroom and the bride. Nobody gonna be getting married. It shall come to pass when thou shalt sow this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore has the Most High pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Most High our power? Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, said the Most High, and have walked after other idols, these different religions and so forth, the little Semiramis and Nimrod and Tammuz, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law. You tell me it ain't important? All you religious fanatics out there that think you ain't got to follow the Most High, you ain't under his law. Then shall I say unto them, because you see all the things he says is going to happen to you. There's a warning. Not prepared, but of the Holy Spirit to tell you. Then shall thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, said the Most High, and have walked after other idols, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law. So he gave us moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, and ceremonial laws that we can follow. Said 1 John 5:3, but it's the love of the Most High that we keep his commandments. Commandments are not grievous. And ye have done worse than your fathers, for behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart. You walking every one after your imagination of your evil mind, he said. Whatever you think, however you feel, go see if your mind gonna be able to help you. that they may not hearken unto me. And ye have done worse than your fathers. For behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart. How you think? And you're thinking evil because it's contrary to the law of the Most High. And that they may not hearken unto me. You don't want to listen to him. You want to come up with your own way of how to interpret his words and what he's saying and what he say he gonna do. Oh yeah, but in the end you gonna catch it. Some of you done try to come up with your own laws. Y'all don't try to make the law the way you want it to be. To suit your feelings. You better understand and overstand. Both sides no joke. Go to Ezekiel 20. Look at verse 10. Wherefore I caused them to go forth out of the land of Egypt and brought them into the wilderness. He brought us into the wilderness out of our captivity of the Egyptians, them Hamites, them so-called Africans. And I gave them my statutes and showed them my judgments, which if a man do, he shall even live in them. Moreover, also I gave them my Sabbaths, the seventh day, to be a sign between me and them. So all you that don't want to keep the Sabbath, this is a sign between you and the Most High. Hear what he said? I gave them my Sabbaths to be a sign between me and them, that they might know that I am the Most High that sanctifieth them. See? That we may know that he's the Most High that cleans us up through this word. But the house of Israel rebelled against me in the wilderness. They walked not in my statutes, and they despised my judgments, which if a man do, he shall even live in them. And my Sabbaths they greatly polluted. Listen, for all you that don't want to do what he said do now, this day. Remember, I am the Most High, I change not, he said in Malachi 3 and 6, y'all. They walk not in my statutes, and they despise my judgments, which if a man do, he shall even live in them. And my Sabbaths they greatly polluted. Then I said, I would pour out my fury upon them in the wilderness to consume them. And he did. So I told you, we came out of Egypt 600,000 strong men of valor, of war, in our women and children. And he ain't allowed nan woman to go that was grown. He killed 599,998 of 600,000 men, left 2, Joshua and Caleb only. This is what we serve, y'all. But oh, you know you're going to make it out of the wilderness. Oh yeah, he's going to do the same thing in the wilderness as he did in this wilderness that we're reading about now in Egypt. We came out of Egypt, going into the wilderness. You're going to purge out the rebels, kill a whole lot of people. Oh yeah, everybody going to fear the Most High. That's when the nation going to be holding on to us. They're going to see all the destruction and the plagues he's going to bring on this earth. Oh yeah, they're going to fear then. You ain't going to have to ask nobody to fear the Most High, be afraid of the Most High. At this day, everybody going to be afraid of him. But I wrought for my name's sake. He said for his name's sake. This is our name is within his name. His name is within our name. Yah, Shah, Allah. He said for my name's sake that I should not be polluted before the heathen, in whose sight I brought them out. Yet also I lifted up my hand unto them in the wilderness, that I would not bring them into the land which I had given them, flowing with milk and honey, which is the glory of all lands. Talking about the land of Israel, y'all. It was called the land of Canaan at that time. Because they despised my judgments and walked not in my statutes, but polluted my Sabbath. You see, you think the Sabbath's not important? You think the Most High's law is not important? Satan allowed them going to, and you talk about going to heaven. All y'all out there dealing with all these religions.